Stop writing SQL queries. Do you wish to write in plain English and the database understands? That's exactly what Chat2DB does. No more back and forth between tools. Just Chat2DB Pro with AI-powered SQL at your fingertips. In this video, I'll show you how Chat2DB, an innovative AI SQL client, makes that a reality, allowing you to generate queries, build dashboards, analyze data, and this instantly and much more. By the end, you will see how Chat2DB can save you time, money, while making database management way more intuitive. Let's dive in. This is the website of Chat2DB.ai. Here you can go to download the Chat2DB Pro version as executable for your system, and then you can use all features. Another way to use Chat2DB is directly in a browser, so you can click get started and you can use it here within the browser. But as you can see here, for the full experience, full performance, you should download the executable and run it directly on your system. I'm already logged in, that's why you can see the application directly. If we go to pricing here on top, you can see there's also a community edition, which is not the focus of this video, but I will show you quickly the GitHub repository and how it looks. So let's go to the GitHub page where you can see the open source project. You can fully control the source code yourself and modify if you want. And you also got a feature comparison table here on a little bit down where you can see the comparison between the open source one and the pro version. So as you can see, the pro version has a lot of more features, which we'll come to in a second. So the open source version you can download directly here on the right side under releases. Just click releases and then download the appropriate file for your system. And if you execute it, you see this application. I already connected here my SQLite database or created a test one. So you can go to connections, connect your database or all this stuff, and then go to the workspace where you can work with your database. You also have the AI integration here, a very simple one compared to the pro version. You will see in a bit, but it's working. So here's an example prompt. If we fire this up, it will create this. Let's remove this because I already had this in. So it created the table, or it will create the table categories with realistic mock data. So as you can see, we have the create table SQL and the insert into to create the mock data. So we can now directly run it. And if we refresh, we don't see anything because it's not working perfectly with SQLite. So you need to restart the application to do a proper reload. So for other connections like MySQL, Postgres, it works better. But I'm already in touch with Chat2DB and they were very happy about the feedback, and I guess they will fix it soon. So thank you very much, Amy, for your feedback. I reloaded now the application, and as you can see, we now got the categories table, and if we open it, we got the mock data as well. So you have all possibilities to manage your database here, as you know from MySQL or whatever, but with the AI integration as well. You can open a console, see your runtime logs here as well, and get other informations. So here in the settings, you can do some configurations for the theming, but more interesting, the custom AI integrations. You have different possibilities for AI sources. I've just configured OpenAI with my key and API host, and that's working pretty good. You can also add dashboards here on the left side on the dashboard tabs. You can add new data and then create dashboards for line, pie, and column. So you choose your host and your database connection here on the bottom. Then you can use AI to create a SQL query. So for example, visualize categories. So very simple query, select all from categories, we run it. Successful. Let's choose line. Then we can use the category name here and then also the description, or maybe let's do the ID. And as you can see, you get a visualization here on top. Let's confirm, and now you got it on the dashboard. So you can add more visualizations here as well to get an overview over the database. Okay, let's go back to the Pro version. As said, you can download the Pro version here from the website, and as you can see in the pricing as well, you get a 30-day free trial. So no credit card required, so you can test it for weeks without credit card or anything else. So just download it, register and test it out. This is the interface of Chat2DB Pro. As you can see, it looks similar to the open source version, but it looks a little bit better in my view, and it has a lot more features. So let's start by adding a new database. Here on the top left, you can create database, new connections, or you can also import if you have existing connections. And for the new connections, you have a lot of options, as you've seen in the intro, to connect your databases. So the default ones, MySQL, Oracle, Postgres, but you can also add NoSQL databases like MongoDB. So let's add a new SQLite database because it's easy, we don't have to install anything, and I can show you still everything you need to know. So let's click SQLite, then we give it a file name. I have a AI agent tracking example, so let's name it AI agent tracking and test the connection, test successful, storage is local. You can also give it an environment and we save it. And as you can see here on the left, we got the connection to our SQLite database now with no tables in it and a main one. So let's open the query console by right clicking here on main query console, and then we can directly invoke the AI with /. So here we can choose between different models to use. So default is Claude for Sonnet, which is totally fine for me, but if you prefer others, you can choose from this comprehensive list of AI LLMs. I prepared this prompt, create a database schema for tracking AI agent conversations, including user sessions, messages, token usage, costs, and so on. So let's just fire this up, and it's writing our SQL statements. Okay, it's done. You should always make sure, it's still running, but we can already check if it is correct, if it is what we want, so nothing suspicious is created. So you should always check this. So this looks totally fine for me, and it created here at the end also some text. This maybe depends on a model and shouldn't be in, so we just delete the documentation part here on the end, and then we can fire it up here on the top left, run, and it created all tables for us. So let's refresh here, and we got the same problem as in the open source version. We need to restart the application. I will quickly do that. Okay, I restarted the application. As you can see now, we got our tables here created. They're still empty at the moment, but we can let it create mock data here as well. And it's much easier than in the open source version because you can just right click here and then generate test data, and you don't need any prompt. It just will create based on your tables the prompt for the test data. So as you can see, it opened now the chat here, the AI chat on the right, where it created for us the insert into SQL for the mock data. So we can just fire it up by the play button here. Yes, we want to run it, we are sure. We can see here the status, and now we can check the table again, refresh, and we got all our mock data in. So I did this for the user feedback and the messages as well, as you can see here, and we can now open a new chat here on the top right. And you can also choose here from all your data sets, data sources. I have a lot of data connections here, also from my smart home. For example, I exported my InfluxDB. InfluxDB is at the moment not supported, but will be in the future. So I just migrated it to SQLite to show you here some example data. So let's choose smart home, localhost, and main with all my data sets, and then we can just query the database here. What's in this database? And we can test out another model. Let's choose Qwen Max, for example, and let's see what we get. So let's just ask what's in the database. So it's now running, it's analyzing the database, and as you can see in my database there's a lot of solar power statistics from my photovoltaic system on the roof. So you can use the chat to get knowledge about databases you don't know, or ask specific details about your database, and also let it create statistics, dashboards, whatever. Another thing you can do is let it create queries and also dashboard visualizations directly within the AI assistant. So here on the right side I selected my main database from my smart home, as said before, and we do the query show me the total energy by day of the last month. We enter and we will now see it generates the query and also a visualization, which we then can add to our dashboard. So as you can see here, we got the SQL query, we can execute it here as well, copy as well, and we also see the visualization directly. So if you click this icon here, we can also select a dashboard, in my case the smart home dashboard, click OK, and it's added to the dashboard. We go here on the left side to dashboard, open my smart home dashboard, and as you can see it added it here. So we can move it around and build a complete dashboard with all stuff we need. Also an interesting feature here for the AI Copilot is that it has error prevention. So it actually checks if the tables and data is actually there and the query is valid. So it does not just rely on the chat output from the LLM, so it really knows the database and validates everything. Here on the dashboard you can also create directly new charts. So click new chart. Then you have on top here the data configuration button. Here you can write your SQL query. So for example, select or let's select first the data source. So we got also the auto completion. So use this one, just created the agent one. And now we can select all from, and as you can see, we got the auto completion as well. In my case, I want the user feedback play to run the query. And as we can see, we got a lot of stuff back from this table we created with generate test data before. We go back to the chart, select the chart type, let's do bar, then select the horizontal axis, we can use ID and the rating here for example, and as you can see you got a visualization here as well. You can edit, maybe this visualization doesn't make sense in this case, but you get how to add new charts. If you prefer writing your SQL statements yourself, you can totally do that. Just write the code here in the query console, and even if you do not working code, so have errors in it, there's an easy way to fix them. So I just copied the SQL from here, but you can write your own, and I added here EE, so that's wrong, so we should get an error. So let's execute this, and as we can see, we get the error message here, no such field, and we can easily fix in chat by clicking here this text. It will now analyze the query and tell us what's wrong. So we got multiple solutions here. The first one is to verify the tables, handle missing tables, and it also provided here a working SQL statement we can copy. At the end there's also additional note which explains what's wrong. So the EE was recognized here, so removed it. So we can either choose the SQL query from here, just copy it and paste it, or just fix our SQL ourselves and run it again. And now we got our results. Beyond creating SQL queries, you can also use the AI Copilot to generate backend code. So for example, let's add a new chat here on the right side, then input the prompt, generate CRUD operations and entity classes in Java, and let's run it. So as you can see, it generated everything you need for your Java application, and you can use it directly. You can also generate it in Python, C++, or whatever language you want. This also depends on the language model you select from here, but Claude Sonnet 4 can handle a lot of them. So as you can see, Chat2DB is a very cool tool for managing your database AI integration. And yes, you could do all we did now with just ChatGPT or Claude Code or whatever, but you don't have this interface. And other than that, it's faster, more accurate, and way more visual, as well as it has some features preventing you from making errors by validating data. It knows your tables and so on. So if you have a lot of databases to manage, I think it's a very good approach, a very good tool you can use in your daily work. And by the way, you can also use it with remote databases, so you could connect your Superbase in a cloud and manage it as well. So all databases you saw in my other videos with Superbase, you could manage with Chat2DB, do visualizations, dashboards, analyze, and so on. So as I said in the beginning, it's free to use for 30 days, so check it out yourself and let me know in the comments what you think of that tool. And I hope you have a great day. See you in the next one. Bye.